welcome to Red Flags. We are your hosts, just Donnie and Opie today. And today
That's
we are
all we
going,
got.
yeah. And today we're going to discuss, as of Al's request, Rubber from 2010.
So, oof. Well, do you have any opening thoughts on the movie?
It was not what I expected whatsoever. It was better than I expected. And I think I'm going to surprise myself with a higher score than I really thought I would give this thing.
I do like that thought. I think I gotta agree, because like I know I've seen this movie before, but I remember thinking of it as like really stupid and just like not even like, there's like movies that are so bad they're funny.
Oh yeah.
And then there's movies that are just bad. Like
right.
I thought I remembered this being just bad.
Okay. But that improved. You don't feel like that anymore?
Yeah. I think it's like I was still in high school when I watched it, like early high school. So it just had a totally different scope of life, of everything.
Right, yeah.
So, watching it again, it's just it's fun. It's fun. I enjoyed it.
That is interesting to get like a whole different, your whole mind state's different back then.
Yeah. I like doing that sometimes with movies like this, where it's I mean, even just like with this group being much younger, like there's a lot of things that you guys have seen as adults that I'm like, man, I was in middle school when that came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is kind of fun going back and just trying to think of like, okay, what did I think when I watched this the first time versus now that life has depressed me enough.
Right.
What's my current outlook of it?
Yeah. I'm always curious about movies that I liked to see if they stand up, but I should revisit movies I didn't like to see if suddenly I'd like them, That is
yeah. I know I've done that with games before. Where it's just like, man, I remember hating this. Or even the reverse. I remember loving shit that I'm like,
Yeah. Empire Records, the movie is like that. I haven't seen it since high school or whatever. So I want to go back and see it because I have a suspicion that it's going to be really cheesy and bad. But
Al says it holds up.
Yeah. Because I
want to do the same. We should do that for even though it's not horror. We should do that for a throwaway week for this, because Al showed me it, and again I was younger at the time, and I don't know, it's probably different now.
Yeah, totally. It's gonna have a weird, I don't know. It's a different movie, so
it's fun. Yeah. Do you have a score you want to give right away?
I'm going to give it a 7.5. That's kind of high, but middle high. So we'll see. It'll go up or down.
I'm thinking 7. I don't want to give it too high, because I mean I think a lot of it. Well, I'll start here. I really like the opening, where it's the guy, the like all these bizarre things happening, like they're running over the chairs. He comes out of the trunk, he gets a glass of water from the driver, and he's basically just monologuing about like, why all this stuff happened in all these other movies. There's no reason. There's no reason for any of this. There's just no reason whatsoever. And I'm like, okay, that's the vibe we're putting out.
Right. And he says it right to the camera, and you're just, this movie has that vibe of like, what is this exactly? What are we doing?
Yeah. What are the rules? I think there was so much in this movie that I was like, I had that thought where I'm like, well, what the fuck is going on now? What's with this thing? And then I'm like, wait, there is no reason. There's no reason. Just enjoy it.
Yep. And I did. But
I'd say so too, yeah.
I appreciated that opening bit, because it's a really, I mean, that's a good way to get somebody's attention, is to be kind of weird, just do some weird random stuff.
Yeah, it really sets the tone, and I think that's some movies do a really good job of that, of setting the tone within the first like 5 minutes, so you just know what you're in store for.
Yeah, you get that, and then I looked down at the runtime, and I was like, 120 minutes or whatever it was. It was short, 80 minutes, 70 minutes maybe it was what it was, but it was shorter than it was short. So
Yeah. It wasn't too long, which is perfect.
I felt comfortable with that.
Yeah. So what do you think of the premise? I guess the psychic tire or telepath, whatever the fuck
I guess
tire powers it had.
I mean, it was a dangerous tire for being a tire.
That's for sure.
Tires can be dangerous if they're attached to a vehicle. They can run you over, but
true.
I've never been scared of an old flat tire. You know,
and this flat tires are scary enough on their own.
Yeah. Right.
Let alone giving it fucking Akira powers.
Yeah. Scanner powers.
Yeah. We don't need that shit.
No.
I thought it was I liked the way that the tire was like in the dirt and the way they filmed it kind of like waking up and starting to move.
Yeah. As far as like giving a tire a personality, I feel like they did a really good job. You kind of
I think so too.
Wake up and learn shit, and I think it even gets depressed and tries to commit suicide at one point.
So, yeah. Does a lot of shit.
Yeah. Exploding. What did you think of all the exploding? Like, I guess if you're coming up with a tire for you, I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of, you're limited to that. I feel like what else is a tire gonna do with that? I think the vibe. It's just random shit exploding because the tire's, I don't know, irritated with it.
Yeah.
It's weird obsession with one woman.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. She's cute. Who showers with the fucking door open? That's bad. That's dangerous. That's a red flag. That's like a trap.
Yeah. So. You're not wrong. I think it was cool that the tire was this is fucking crazy how much this podcast would be like, yeah, so the tire
just talking about like tire.
It's I feel like this is gonna be a goofy one just for that. Like, how much can you fucking say about a tire?
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, like, it gave it like some pretty good ways of being human. Like you said, or like giving a tire a personality. Yeah. Like the amount of TV it watched for being just a fucking tire.
Yeah. It watched a lot of fucking TV.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. I was just like, weird. Same, dude.
And then how did the tire relate to anything that was like something was being orchestrated where it was like a show? It was like meta. Did you understand
like the
that?
People with binoculars?
Yeah. It was
I think that's one of those things where like they're putting it in that way and just gonna put it as a no reason thing. So that's what I thought, because it confused the shit out of me for a second, and then I was like, okay, this is part of the no reason. I do think like maybe the movie would have scored higher, but I think it tried too hard to be meta with it.
Yeah.
It was a whole lot of it, and it just kept going on and on at points where it's like, okay, we get it. You're self-aware. You're aware of this shit going on. Can we move on?
Yeah. Because I was confused by that. And what do you think? How do you feel about the no reason thing? Do you think that if they had tried to come up with something creative, would that have made the movie a little better? Or did they they really lean into that no reason thing? So what do you think they should have added reason, or do you think it's fine the way it is?
I mean, it's such a I think you need like a different platform maybe for something like that. Because if you're making a movie for entertainment purposes, you got to draw them in. I think No Reason you can do a lot with it, but I think you still have to have enough, maybe. They shows do it all the time where there's like this here's an episode that makes no sense, but it's okay because it's like 20 minutes of just fun.
Yeah,
like
and
you can do enough of it to where it's not overdone and wrap it up pretty quickly. But I think part of the problem with this movie is with that trying to be too meta, like it just lingers on it over and over again, and after a while you're like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
Switch it up, do something else. Maybe they could have. I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that it's a movie that kind of limits it.
That's fair. Because if you were to come up with a motivation for a tire, you'd really be stretching your imagination, I think.
Yeah. I think they did a lot with it, and I like what they did with it.
Yeah.
But when you get in that conversation of what more can be done, do we want to see more? I don't know, it just kind of falls flat.
Right. Because I do feel like part of the hitch of this movie is like it's a movie about a tire. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the joke when I tell people about this movie is it's just like, oh, rubber, what's that about? It's just a tire that blows shit up. Well, what else is going on? Like, that's it. It's just a tire that blows shit up. I don't know how else to frame that.
Yeah. And there's only so much you can do with that. So they could make the 90 minutes, which is just fine.
Like looking up some just random facts. Apparently, this was shot in just 14 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was apparently a really low budget film, which seems pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But it does make me respect some of those practical effects more.
Oh yeah.
Just the movement of the tire is pretty impressive.
I thought so too. Like the way you were saying when it like wakes up and it moves out of that sand and like.
Yeah, it rolls a little bit and falls down, and it gets up, it like wobbles and falls down. I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. Gets his footing and all that shit.
And there's a couple scenes where it's like rolling when that lady is driving and the tire's rolling, and it's that like happy music, and you're like, oh, the tire's free. You just have this, and I just thought they did it really good for like. The tire went through all these different emotions and like learned.
Yeah. So. I like to think that I could make a inanimate object have as much personality, but I don't think I could.
I don't know. It would be hard. You'd have to have what did they have, like a trap door underneath the tire and they were scooting it around? Like,
that was where my thought was going. Like maybe someone's just buried in the sand and rolling it or some shit.
But that's the cool shit. That's,
Yeah, I don't know. Inanimate objects are kind of tricky. Yeah. I think well, I guess Annabelle. We just did Annabelle. That's an inanimate object.
That's true. But we walked away from her thinking she was kind of lame and just like a puppet to the real threat.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
I think
there is one that came out recently called The Monkey. That I guess is a remake of an older movie of the same premise. But that's about an inanimate object.
Right. I would like
Apparently
to see
it's pretty solid, but...
Oh, really? I haven't heard anything, but I do want to see it because I do know it is an older, like, 70s movie, and they remade it. I haven't seen either, so,
Yeah, maybe we do that one of these weeks.
That would be a good one.
Oh, it's kind of... Do you have anything that... Well, like, what's the first thing that sticks to your mind when you think... like horror movie inanimate object?
Oh God, that's kind of tricky because now it's going to be rubber.
What? yeah. It's usually rubber for me, but
like a doll movie or a puppet movie, which you could just say dolls or puppets because I think those are both like horror movies.
I was thinking of Dead Silence because of the puppets.
Yeah,
even then, like it's similar to Annabelle, just kind of a greater force than just that, it seems.
Yeah. Otherwise, there's like Christine, which is like a haunted car.
Ah, yeah. Which, that's a good one.
That's a thing.
When did Christine come out?
Oh God, that must have been the 80s, I I think I have that movie, but
1983. Dang.
Movie or a fan of that one. So.
Yeah, no, it's a tricky plot device.
I know.
I think Rubber did it well.
Yeah, you really got to stretch your imagination and like creative skills.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about, let's see, Roxanne Mosqueda, who was the girl?
Is that who played the one chick?
Yeah, Sheila was her name.
She was hot.
Yeah, she was real cute. And she was good. She looked like
I don't think there was any acting in this that I thought was stale. I mean, nothing that like jumped out as really good, but
no, not even. I mean, even that main guy was doing pretty good when he was doing his weird main monologue to the camera.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Chad, played by Steven Spinella.
Who is that?
He doesn't even look that familiar.
There was nobody in this movie that I recognized.
Me neither. He was in Ravenous.
Ravenous? What the fuck is Ravenous?
I don't know.
Why do I know Ravenous?
It looks like a horror movie. Let's see. In a remote military outpost in the 19th century.
Oh, I know That's a movie I had a couple coworkers recommend it to me. They told me we should do it on the podcast sometime. So I'm putting that down.
Okay.
I remember watching that. It was it's a pretty solid film.
Yeah, this one's got a famous line in it that I've always wanted to. I know this movie. I do want to watch this one. Cool, he was in that movie.
Yeah, that one has a lot of people in it. David Arquette, Guy Pearce.
Oh yeah, Guy Pearce. I think of him when I watch, it's. Oh, what the hell is it now? The Count of Monte Cristo.
I
think he was in that.
Anyway, I'm putting that in our recommendations.
Fuck yeah.
Folder. God, we got so much shit in there.
Other than that,
I don't know. I don't know what there isn't too much to say about this movie, honestly.
I know. I guess I would explore some of the meta stuff. How did you feel when I didn't understand, like, they have all those people with the binoculars and they're all watching this, and all of a sudden somebody throws like a turkey or a chicken or something, and they all like ravenously eat this thing. And then
I thought that was like they had a bunch of when they'd get like stomach aches and stuff.
Yeah, and they were being poisoned. But why? Is that another no reason?
I'm thinking so. And that's what's kind of irritating, I guess. I'll compare it to shit like parody movies.
Yeah.
I think parody movies, when they were first a thing, like a lot of the earlier scary movies and stuff, like they did stuff that was goofy, but it still, like, it made sense. Or like the references to other things in pop culture fit in very well with what was happening on screen.
Oh yeah.
But at some point they started getting to the point where it's like where the characters are doing this thing. Now we're gonna throw in Alvin and the Chipmunks just because it's a movie that came out this year. They just started referencing things for no reason. It had no cadence with the movie, and it just became so unfunny. And there were parts with this where I think they could have done that part a little better. I think they did a lot of it well enough with just doing stuff with the whole no reason rap, but
yeah,
like with the chicken scene or whatever, it's just like, why? Why?
Like,
come on.
Like, it's got to be a metaphor for something to do. I wasn't even sure if I was like, because we're about to do a podcast on this movie and we're going to critique it. Are they making fun of me specifically as a movie critic? Is that what? And I don't understand because I'm an idiot. What is this?
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's like when someone just says poop and laughs at it, and you're like, okay, so what? Like poop's funny, and like yeah, but like what's the joke?
Yeah.
You gotta make a joke with it. Like the
Randomly
turkey thing
funny.
is just thrown in there, and I get that it's the whole, oh, it's no reason. You don't have, like, you can just do shit and that's fine. Like absolutely, but you're also making a movie here.
Yeah.
Like why does it have a reference to anything? Is it just
Yeah, it's like, do you appeal to anybody else other than your own self? You know?
Right. Like, I say jokes all the time because I think they're funny, but 9 times out of 10, it's like it has a cadence with the conversation, or it's a reference to something we're currently talking about. I'm not just gonna, like, make a fart joke in the middle of a conversation about movies.
Yeah,
Just sit here talk about Rubber, and then I'm just like, hey, fart joke. You're like, okay, cool, but like.
Right. It's like leads to a lack of forethought and like thought and putting the effort into.
Yeah, you can definitely see it as just lazy.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna throw this in there, and it's, yeah. I think you can let yourself get too carried away, and I think that's what they did at those points.
Yeah.
They filled the criteria to make it solid, but then those extra bits, you're just like, you didn't have to do this.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be my sticking point. It might go down for me because of that.
I mean, it's entertaining. It's I don't know if I'm gonna change my score. Well, maybe I'll lower a little bit the more I think about that, because it did catch me off watching the movie multiple times where I had to stop for a second to just, okay, what is happening now? What is this? And it's kind of annoying to have to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Even though it's only hour 20 minutes or so.
Yeah. This could be like, I'm scrolling through the IMDb photos of it, and it looks like it could be a 50s. I know this might sound stupid, but like a 50s monster movie. If they framed it like that, you could kind of parody that, like a monster movies, and do it in a dumb way. And that might work,
I think I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I know it's kind of a stupid monster, but if you could somehow make the monster a fucking tire, that could work maybe. I don't know.
it's the sea monster, but just a tire instead.
I mean, you're doing something stupid already. Why not go stupid?
Yeah. So. At that point, you don't need a reason for it. So
yeah. I will also say it's beautiful. The photos, like the movie is shot beautifully. Like the desert is kind of beautiful, and there's sunrises.
Yeah. I think I agree with that. It's got a nice hue to it, the whole movie.
Yeah, it looks really nice. And I also noticed what the hell do you call that? Folly? Where like when the tire's moving around, or when it's trying to kill somebody or something, it like does that weird squeak. And I was like,
yeah.
I like that. I don't know where the fuck they came up with it, but
again, gives the tire personality.
Yeah,
it's something for sure.
What did you think of when they tried to trap it and set up a mannequin with dynamite on it? And
I did think that was really funny
until it tried to blow it up or whatever.
When she's like, come closer, come here, and she like messes up the words. He's like, read the fucking script.
And then he reads it, and they're like, you got to get her back on there.
Yeah, I did think that was really funny.
That was a good scene. But
I think that right there is really good for like a horror comedy.
Yeah, see, they could have done stuff with this that I think.
Oh yeah, and again, afterwards they just did another moment where the sheriff's like, "No, shoot me, it's fine, it's not gonna hurt." I like the idea of that segment,
Yeah.
But I still think the whole thing was just too much.
Yeah.
Like the way it was just like, hold on, let me read this. Like, wait a second.
That felt like they were breaking their own rules, kind of.
Yeah.
There's not
like
really
I kind of figured this guy was like the like a storyteller archetype, where he knew, like, he should have known the way it ends, instead of like, oh wait a second.
Right. One more guy is still alive. He didn't eat the chicken, so we got to keep going. Which was just weird. I just didn't understand. Like, if I could find a video or something that would like really clearly explain, because I feel like they're going at movie critics and movie audiences, but I didn't understand what the insult or why. So if I found a video, and I watched a lot of videos about this movie today, trying to kind of, I couldn't
bridge the gap.
Yeah, it was just people talking shit about the movie mostly. People hate that there's no reason. They find it lazy, and I was going to come in and try and not be like that, but the more we talk about it, the more I'm kind of like, yeah, you know, it's just, I find
it's such a weird line to walk, because I'm thinking the same thing, and I'm trying to justify a lot of this with that. Like, I love the idea that the core concept is that some things happen for no reason. And I love that. I love that idea a lot, of just, there doesn't, because in real life there is no fucking reason. There's no reason for anything, really. Like, why was there a thunderstorm the other day? I don't know, not a reason, but it just happened. And I think it's cool. But like, it's just, I don't know what the perfect execution of that idea would look like.
Yeah.
So like, it seems kind of silly to like, oh, I like that idea, but I'm gonna criticize negatively anytime it's done, because it's not done in the way that it should be, even though I can't explain what that should be. So it's like they did a lot of it well enough, I think. But just too much of it in some places, and I don't know.
I feel if there was a more clear, like I don't know, if it was like a romance and you wrote a romance or whatever, and a girl falls in love with boy, but like random stuff around them for no reason happens, but there's like a story there. That's a thing you could do, but like this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like the no reason.
It's a I don't know, it's a weird, I like the concept. It just maybe maybe differently. Maybe it doesn't work so well with the horror. Nah, I take that back. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking of like we had a lot of fun watching wait, what was the Popeye the Slayer Man?
Yep.
Like there's movies like that where there's a point of just, you can't really explain this stuff realistically. You just got to let it happen and have fun with it.
Right. See, that's my favorite movie, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. You're just having fun doing clown shit, and people die, but it's all based on clowns. It's all shadow puppets or fucking balloon animals, or you know what I mean? So
yeah, like the concept is just, they're killer clowns from outer space.
Yeah.
So you already have the premise. You don't need to explain more. They're obviously coming to Earth to, do their clown shit.
Yeah.
And then you just follow the clown shit. Like, it's a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
With that though, like, we always have that staple of, if a movie is successfully portraying what it's trying to be, you gotta give it its it's pay for that. And I do gotta say that about this. It is essentially doing what it's setting out to be, just being a movie based around not being logical and shit just happening for no reason. You're along for the ride.
That is a good point. I agree 100%. You're right, and I should give it props.
I'm irritated with it, but
that's true. But it's
to be fair,
it's somebody's creative, uninhibited creative vision. They were like, I'm going to make this. I don't give a fuck if it makes sense or what other people think about it. I'm making it, and they did.
It does give, like, watching it makes me think that this is something I would film with my friends just because we had a dumb idea and wanted to do it.
Yeah. Right. This would be fun.
It would be. It's we so when I was going to college briefly, the floor that I lived on in the dorms, we had a lot of people that were like film nerds, gaming nerds, et cetera, et cetera. And at some point we were dead set on making a horror movie about a haunted staircase called Scarecase, only because we thought that name was really funny. we didn't go through with it, but we definitely planned out a lot of stuff, and like that's kind of what this movie makes me think of is just filming something dumb because you just wanted to.
You get a lot of experience along the way. That Scarecase thing?
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I will say
that we had it planned out. I was going to dress up as a priest and come bless the stairs too.
That's amazing. You should have done that. That sounds awesome.
Still an idea floating out there. I don't think anyone's done it yet.
I like to write. Maybe I'll try and write a staircase horror movie.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll run it by you, and we'll work on this thing together.
I can't take credit for the idea. I can't remember whose idea it was specifically. I was more along for the ride, but man, it was a fun idea to roll with.
That is fun. I like that idea.
Like, come on, Scarecase.
That's how a lot of movies get started, is by the cool name. Friday the 13th is that way. Somebody
really?
said that, and they were like, "That sounds cool," but I don't know what the movie's going to be. Yeah. And then they, write the script based on the name. I think there's a bunch of movies that are like that. You get a cool name.
That would kind of make sense. Yeah. I mean, I would think that Hollywood tries to do that in the form of just selling.
Yeah.
Because as I always bitch about on this podcast, I hate when like I don't like. There's a whole conversation about Hollywood making things quote unquote more woke.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of Hollywoodization conversations lean towards.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like more of a class thing in the terms of like we have a lot of big corporations and big companies, and they get so greedy, and I think a lot of mainstream like horror movies and stuff, a lot, not all, maybe not even most, just a lot.
Yeah.
I think they just create concepts just to sell, and it tends to be more basic, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I get that. I feel like I 100% agree. I feel like we even kind of Annabelle, we kind of touched on that a little bit of being like, we're Hollywooding up.
Like the jump scares and a lot of those factors coming from like sound design, where it's like we're gonna put a really loud noise at this point because that'll make them jump, and I think it's just cheap, cheap and stupid. I like when they're there and done well, but I just think a lot of times it's Hollywood relies on that too much to just, here's a horror movie and people are like, yeah, I jumped a bunch of times. Like, yeah, but it was kind of a dumb film.
Yeah.
Entertaining maybe, but
right.
In the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, it's not like gonna stick with people over decades because it's
not like Rubber.
Yeah, not like Rubber.
Rubber's gonna be in my mind a lot.
Yeah, 15 years later, we're still talking about it.
Yeah, we're gonna re-upload in 15 years, and
yeah. I don't know. It's a cool concept. The art is great. I feel like all these photos and even the posters for it makes it look like an old monster movie. They should have gone that fucking route.
It makes me more impressed with the fact that this was shot in 14 days. And what the fuck was the budget for this thing?
Oh,
I don't even know if I have that.
It was an estimated 500,000, and the movie only made 100.
Ooh.
Yeah, only made 101.7 thousand.
Yikes.
So was not a success. But that's gonna come with the movie Rubber about a fucking tire. Who's gonna, just dorks like us are gonna watch this. So
500,000 seems really, really steep for what this movie is.
Yeah. I mean, that's gotta
holy
be
cow.
That most of that budget has to be exploding heads.
Yeah. Exploding heads, exploding animals.
Yeah. Because, I mean, a tire, shit, you can get that for free on the side of the road.
Yeah, right? Those things are everywhere.
Yeah. I wonder if that's how it started. Somebody was like looking at a tire. Who's that?
What if that thing could blow up heads?
Yeah. How could I write a story about this tire?
Yeah, right. We need something that grips people.
What did you
maybe it blows people up.
Yeah, right. It blows up animals and pop cans. What did you think about the ending when, like, it turned into a tricycle?
I kind of liked it.
I kind of liked it too. I didn't get
it's just like they're all rolling up with his homies.
Yeah, that was good. I didn't get it, but I was like, this is good.
Yeah, same. I was lost, but I was having a good time.
Yeah.
I think she saw the tricycle riding away too.
Yeah. Yeah, there was lots of, I mean, that lady got away. It was kind of no reason for stuff, The cop, the whole.
Yeah, it's the point.
It's just so, shot in 14 days. Mostly practical effects, which I love. I don't know if I caught any CGI, really.
I do really love a lot of CGI stuff. When it's done right, of course.
Yeah.
Because maybe like it's a little bit of a newer generation thing too. Maybe just shit I'm used to. But I think like I started liking a lot more for practical effects when I started hanging out with like this friend group.
Yeah.
Like between Al and like Joe being big on 80s, but like 80s movies, especially horror, are real big on practical effects and all that.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of them that I think a lot of them seem really goofy and overkill, but at the same time I think it's really fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I know I hated the movie Street Trash. Fucking hated it.
Really?
But it's a good example of solid practical effect.
Yeah, that's what I give it. Even though it's so low budget, giving it those people melting into like those neon colors. I've never seen it before. I haven't seen it since. So
yeah.
Props. But it is a disgusting, shitty movie.
I hated that movie. I hated that everyone made me watch it. Right when I heard it, I'm like, where do I know this movie from? I watched the first scene where he drinks the hooch on the toilet and melts. Yeah. And I was like, Joe brought this movie out here. I hated it then. I hate it now.
Yeah, that movie makes you feel gross.
Yeah. Not a good one.
Yeah.
But I like another one is like Toxic Avenger.
Okay, yep.
I think had some solid effects. That's another one they're remaking.
Absolutely.
I'm stoked for.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I guess the tire in this was they did a mix of remote control and
really
like a lot of the shots were done just by rolling it and filming it.
Okay.
So it was a combo between them, I guess.
Okay, because I was definitely wondering how they were doing some of the shots. Like I thought maybe they were under the dirt, moving it around at one point, and
that's why I spent a lot of time watching how the tire moves and just trying to think how they did it.
Right. I was looking for strings. I was
Yeah. I was thinking of everything
ended.
that made less sense than the obvious stuff.
Yeah. Because it was good. It was impressive,
Yeah. They got the wobble.
Yeah, totally.
They got the wobble right.
Yep.
They the way it rolled up to that Miller Lite bottle and struggled to get over it.
Yeah, we've all been there. We've all been there.
Oh yeah. We've all been there, Tire. The fuck did they call the tire Robert?
Yeah, it actually had a name.
Yeah. It looked like a Robert.
It did. Yeah, totally. I'm surprised it doesn't have like an IMDb credit. Robert the Tire.
Oh yeah, played as him, or played by himself.
Yeah. Also in House of a Thousand Corpses as himself. Yep, an hour and 20 minutes, 82 minutes total. Very good. Very happy with it.
Solid runtime.
I think I'm going to stay at a 7.5. That doesn't feel right coming out of my mouth. I think I'm going to go down to a 7.
I'm sticking with a 7. I think at first I wanted to lower it to like a 6 for just the overkill of like the meta shit, but yeah. I don't know. It's we got to stick to our guns with the whole. It is what it's trying to be. It's not fake. So.
And it's somebody's expression. It's somebody's fucking piece that they followed all the way through. So good for them.
Yeah.
And you don't see that. And sometimes, you wish you see more of that. So
that's true. Yeah. It is fun watching like things like this just be bold. It's like we're not trying to appease anybody. We're just here.
Yeah. Fuck Donnie and Opie. We're just gonna make this. We don't care what they think.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, who cares what any of us think?
Right. If I made a horror movie, that's how I'd feel. Or any fucking movie.
Yeah, I think the same. Yeah, I'm sticking with a 7. It's a 7. Okay. Movie's a 7.
Right, I'm with you on that. I agree. We're going to go with 7s. I wonder if those guys will ever watch and score this.
I mean, did they ever watch and score the previous movies they never did? What did we do?
Winnie the Pooh 2.
Yep. Blood and Honey 2.
Dave watched.
Dave never watched Peter Pan's Neverland.
Nope. And from Black, how did I not score that? Was I not around for that one? Maybe I wasn't.
I'm trying to remember what From Black was.
I know. I feel like I remember not liking it.
From Black. Oh, that's the one where the woman's child is missing, and she goes to the house and does all that ritual stuff.
And she's kind of a drug addict.
Yeah.
I think I
remember that. We were joking about the her like ex-husband or baby daddy or some shit that was strolling up and
talking shit the whole way down.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, that was the good part of that movie. I remember that. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to what my score was.
I think that's why I put it up to a 7.
We also have a movie in the list that is labeled AA, and we all gave it really low scores, and I don't remember what the fuck it is.
Whoa!
So we'll have to go through Spotify and find out what's between Queen of the Damned and Santa's Sleigh.
Jesus, I do not remember.
It got
certainly not Street Trash.
A 3 from
further
you,
up,
and a 2.
I'm opening Spotify right now. We're gonna figure this out live.
I'm curious. AA. I don't know what happened that we fucked up the title of that. But
what was that? That was right after Queen of the Damned?
Yep, Queen of the Damned and Santa's Sleigh, right in between those two.
Oh boy. Oh, that's Eraserhead.
Oh, is it? That makes sense because we hated that movie.
That makes a lot of sense.
Eraserhead.
There we go. Fixed it.
And I gave it a 5. I didn't like that movie, for the record, just so everybody knows.
No. I think that was the one I was like, I gotta give it its due for like being like, it's constantly referenced, but
yeah, it's one of those cultural things.
Yeah.
That you watch to understand.
And
I don't know.
Looking at scores, I've given out since like October last year. You gave a 10, Al gave a 10, and I've given 3 10s.
Oh wow! Oh yeah, you sure have.
Yikes! I stand by them though.
We liked the Evil Dead.
All 3 of them.
Very nice.
Yeah, you gave a 10 to Rosemary's Baby. Oh, I was almost there.
That was a good one.
I was close. I really liked it.
Too. Those 2 are disrespectful to some of my favorite movies. I
think we agree a lot on a lot of movies. I think.
Yeah. Usually, we're pretty close on most. Yeah.
I was telling someone at work today about Sinners. They hadn't seen it yet. They wanted to. I'm like, it's a 10 for me. That movie is. Oof.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, right. Well, what do you have any ideas of what movie we should recommend the other 2 yahoos?
Oh man. Do we want to I was wondering if we want to stick with inanimate objects.
And one of my ideas was Attack of the Killer Tomatoes from 1978.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I was trying to think like what other movies are in that same realm. I was switching between inanimate object and like just I shouldn't say bad movies, but you know what I mean by that?
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh my god, there's a movie called Tampon.
Oh, good lord.
Evil Bong 666, The Killer Bra.
There's like a million of those. I'm pretty sure there's like a something with a killer bong and a killer gingerbread man.
Here's an interesting one. You've brought this up a couple times, I think. Oculus.
Ooh.
That's one I haven't seen, but I want to see.
Oculus is I like Oculus. Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh my god, I had no idea how many Evil Bong movies there are.
There's a shitload. I looked it up once.
Really? There's more than like 6, huh? Jeez Louise. Deathbed, so a bed. Slacks, pants that kill you.
I just know that a lot of these ones are gonna get a good score from Dave.
Yeah.
Dave loves like B horror.
Oh.
Or just even like, again, not to say it is shit, but like shittier horror. Like the really, really objectively dumb ones.
Yeah.
Not trying to say anything to Dave. Just like the stuff that is like Sharknado. He loves that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he does, doesn't
he? Yeah.
Oh, Maximum Overdrive is another inanimate object.
Oh, goddamn, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Part of me just really wanted to find a movie that I know Al is going to hate, but I did not have enough time to look into that.
There's Alien.
I don't know why. For some reason, just there in the back of my mind, I'm like, we got to find something that Al's just gonna yell at us for.
Yeah, what does he hate the most? He doesn't have like an obvious one because Dave is like, I don't like dolls. I don't like possession type demon movies. Or whatever.
Well, for Al, I just have to find a movie that I like.
There you go, pick one out.
And then the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah. That's cool.
I don't know. Maybe another. We just we go through a month where we each pick a movie to just piss someone off.
Yeah. I like that. That's actually not bad. Bad horror movies. Jaws: The Revenge.
Yeah.
Cabin Fever.
Oh, Thanksgiving came up, but I'm pretty sure that's one we watched. right?
Oh, yeah. Or no, maybe we didn't.
Now, what was that one we watched shortly after?
Poultrygeist?
Poultrygeist. That's what I'm thinking of.
If you do want to pick Thanksgiving, I'm down for that. I'll admit that is one of my guilty pleasures.
So you know what it is. So you're because that next week we're gonna be. I don't know if you're going out there, but probably be listening to the podcast live.
That's right.
Just for the hell of it, but it's on them too. I'm cool with Thanksgiving.
Well, let's do that one. Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I really like that.
Set in
That's a good
stone.
one. They're gonna like that. It starts with a turkey saying, "Nice tits, bitch."
All right, sold. That's the one. That's the movie we're doing.
All right, I'm locking it in here. And
hell yeah, locking it
in.
in. Okay, listeners, Thanksgiving next week. 2009?
Is that what it is? I haven't looked it up yet.
Yeah. 2008. 2008.
Okay.
Jesus, I just looking at the screenshots of this.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
One of my guilty pleasures. I admit to it. Thanksgiving. Okay. I guess that kind of does it, huh?
Yeah. Now we how do we wrap up?
I guess we tell people Thanksgiving next week. You'll probably hear from Dave and Al. Maybe one of us or two of us. I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps.
Until then, it's been 52 minutes. I think that's pretty damn good for the two of us.
Yeah, we pulled a lot for such a movie about a tire.
Right? Really. We pulled every fucking thread out of that fucking.
Yeah, we did great.
Yeah. So until next week, that'll be it.
All right, cool beans.
All right.
Thanksgiving it is.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. All right. Till next week. Bye-bye. All right. Which button was it? Shit. What's the outro? That's not it.
Still
Nope.
going in the podcast.
That's not it.
What do you think?
Nope. They didn't give me the outro music. I don't know how to do that.
And I forgot how to run it.
You know
Did we
what?
just end it?
I think, let's see if this works. All right.
I see you're still with us.
Oh.
Paying attention to those red flags kept you alive. Don't let your guard down and we may talk to you again soon. It's been an extremely rough ride, but through it all you did survive. Even though you took some cuts and scrapes, it was well worth it to make your escape. Thanks for listening to our podcast, and we will see you next week.
I produced my first episode.